Come on, Fred. Come
Yeah,
on.
no one's gonna judge about your burping, seeing as how we're live right now. So. Okay.
Yeah.
At least I don't have a beer in hand. If I had a beer, it'd be louder.
Oh yeah, that definitely that's a fact right there.
Okay, so we're
Okay.
and we were on the high road. Is that correct?
We are on the Dillabran Road or Dillabran route over at the Flotian Estate. Do you remember where that's at?
Is that the northern part or the southern
Are
part?
we at?
You
I
may,
thought we were at
Kate.
Daggerford.
You may want to be looking at the Daggerford map, because right where the Flotian Estate is, that's where you guys are at.
I'm blind as hell.
Yeah, me too. Andrew, is it the northern part of the map or the southern?
It's just south of where Waterdeep is on the map.
That doesn't tell me anything. North or south?
Oh, I see it. It's right under the RD forest.
I don't think that's helping Dad much either.
Okay, for you guys, top of the screen or bottom of the screen?
The middle.
The middle, okay.
Yeah, you're taking a look at the Faerun map, so I might as well switch over to that map real quick. Okay, so pretty much you're going to want to zoom in to where it says Waterdeep first, Dad, on the map.
Well, I gotta find Waterdeep here.
Okay. It's kind of like right in the middle of the map, to be honest with you.
Alright, let's see. Marsh of Hills, Serpent Hills, Highmore.
Serpent Hills, where are you? Okay, so yeah, you're looking in the general area, but you're going to want to look a little bit to the right side, or a little bit over to the left side of where that is. So you're going to see the High Moor, then you're going to see where it says the Misty Forest. So if you zoom in, then you're going to see a town that says Daggerford.
Okay.
Okay, do you see that?
Let me zoom in a little bit more here. Oh yeah, Daggerford. They're so still. That's a small damn town. I had to zoom way in for that.
Yeah, it's not that big, to be honest.
All right, Daggerford.
Okay.
Daggerford. All right, I see it.
And then do you see where it says Dillabran Route? Or Dillabran River or something like that in blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty much that's the area that we're in right now. Okay.
Okay. Now, do I zoom into that section, or is it going any further?
You're just going to be over in that section. You're not going to really need to move around at all. But something that I should go and send over to you, because you don't have it, I believe. I'm going to copy that. Do that. Okay, so real quick.
But your headsets don't work. The ones on the side here.
Dad?
I tried hooking up this headset to the laptop, and it doesn't work. No, honey, it's not a big deal. I was just letting you know that it doesn't work.
We may flip a switch on the computer.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I unmuted it and everything. It just didn't work. So I just have it on here. I can hear them talk on here and look on it in there. I was just letting you know that the headset part didn't work.
Yeah, it could work. I haven't looked at it.
I figured you haven't used it in a while. No big deal. It's all right.
Tell me.
Well, I didn't know it until I got on here. Anyway, no big
It's
deal.
fine.
I was just letting you know.
It's all good regardless.
At noon, the laundry will be done. The basket.
Okay. Just let me know when they're over, or if I don't hear it.
Okay.
That's all I
Okay.
Are we all ready?
Yeah, I believe we should. Has everyone got
Yeah,
the...
I'm ready to go. Go ahead, guys.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, last time we were in... last time, since we were just starting it all off, we were pretty much getting everything situated at the very start of it all, okay? We made our way out of Waterdeep after you guys got told about this threat that was threatening the kingdom, okay? And you guys ended off over at the Flotian Estate after dealing with an encounter of bandits over off the high road, okay?
It didn't end well for them.
Yeah, it did not end well for them because they got scorched, burned, and killed pretty much.
And disintegrated.
Yes, disintegrated was one thing that happened as well.
Yep.
From this point, you guys have pretty much rested for a full night, so you all got full 8 hours of rest, so it's been a long rest for you all. And you wake up early in the morning to find that the sun is just rising. Now, from what you have been informed, to continue on, you still need to head eastward down the route that you guys were instructed to go through. Okay?
Yes, towards Daggerford.
Yes. Well, yes, Daggerford is a city that you will need to go into. So, Daggerford will force you to go into more of a southeast direction from this point forward. You see that on the map, right, Kate?
Yes, I do see that.
That, if you want, I also send you the map that Kate is looking at as well.
Where do I go for that?
So you're going to take a look at your private
With
messages.
Hive more?
You're going to take a look at your private messages, and there's a link there. It's a separate document, a separate website that you'll be looking at. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Shoot.
Let me know when you got it up, Dad.
I'm trying to find it right now.
It's just in your private messages.
Yes, I know. I had to get to it.
Okay.
Get to it. Nope.
Out of coffee. Damn
I
it.
got it.
Okay. So, you may have to zoom in a little bit, seeing as how you'll have to look at where the actual Flotian Estate and Daggerford is. Okay?
Yeah, I see Daggerford.
Okay. So, heading down the path that takes you into a southeast direction, it takes you into the heart of Daggerford. Now, along this path, it's a very open plains-based area. Of course, the only thing that you can really see is, of course, wide open fields, as far as I could see, that is. You do see a ridge off to your left-hand side that, frankly, does deep down a little bit. It dips into like this little bit of a chasm, but unfortunately you guys aren't going in that direction, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay?
All right.
Now, heading down south from here, well, as southeast as you could possibly be on this path, you do find that there is an encampment that isn't marked on the map. It's somewhere halfway down between the maps that you guys are able to identify as. And this encampment, as you approach it closer, looks to be as though it has been torched and as though it's the remnants of a scout camp.
Oh boy.
Okay? Does anyone want to take a look inside of it?
I'll
Yeah.
go in.
Okay. Do you want to roll?
No, don't let Sean. He'll acid everybody.
I didn't do that on purpose.
Different campaign. Come on.
That's a totally different campaign. Don't bring other campaigns into this one, okay? I was told about that. Don't bring it into this, okay? And besides...
All right, so Sean's going to check it out. All right.
Okay. So, Sean, could you please roll for, I believe it would be investigation.
Okay.
If I'm not correct on that, then oh well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it should be investigation. That's 15 plus 5, so that's 20.
Damn. Well, you definitely find a good majority of things. Okay, so throughout what you can find within the actual remnants of this camp, you find bits and pieces of gold lying around. Some of them look like they have been torched or cindered a little bit, but they are still recognized as gold to you. So you find a total of about 15 pieces of gold scattered across the entire encampment. Now, this encampment isn't too big. It's about maybe a total of like 4 or 5 tents that are all clustered together. Okay? Now, something I should go ahead and put into perspective.
Is there anyone here? Like, are there any survivors?
No, you do not find anyone in terms of any person here. Okay?
Any remains? Any dead bodies?
No, you do.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, any remains or burnt bodies, no bones, nothing
Unfortunately, though, you don't see any bodies as per se, but you do find bits and pieces of ash that are scattered across the actual encampment. Now, these ashes are like in a little bit of piles that look as though somebody has been disintegrated or maybe torched to a cinder, and their bones were also burned as well. Okay?
like that. Okay, any weapons left about?
There's not too many weapons. There was a couple daggers that look as though they are a little bit of dull blades that may be useful.
Any footprints around, like
No.
marks?
Footprints at this point, this encampment's footprints are completely gone. Like, you can see that the footprints have been they have been washed over as though somebody has purposely tried to go ahead and cover them up. Or
Does it look old? Like, are there still like cinders still burning? Or
Right, yeah. I was just gonna ask, is it still warm?
No, it is completely cold. There is no cinders that are still burning.
So this has clearly been like this for a while.
Yes, for at least a couple days that you know of.
Yeah.
Okay. But one thing that you do find, let me go ahead and roll for it real quick because I need to do that, is that you find a translucent looking green gemstone amongst the actual wreckage. Now, it does look like it has been torched a little bit, but you can still identify it as a gemstone, but you aren't sure what type it is. Okay. Do you go and just pick it up, or are you gonna leave it alone?
I'm going to pick it up.
Okay. You pick it up. You put it inside your bag for safekeeping.
Does it appear to have any Does it appear to be magic or have any magic qualities?
I would have to have you roll.
Well, do you have anything to detect that? Do you have detect magic?
So no, you cannot tell.
Okay. Does anybody have detect magic?
Let me see. Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you want to give the gem over to Caitlin's character and let her take a look at it? Okay.
Yeah.
Caitlin, roll a d20 to see if you can tell if there's any sort of magic on it.
Am I adding something to it?
Nope, you're just going to roll a d20 flat.
Hang on, let me move my mouse pad so it doesn't... Oh wait, I have a box right behind me. Okay, I rolled a 1. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, no, you tumble over your feet going like,
you need to switch dice.
No, I need to find something to roll on that's better.
Because you did this yesterday, you hit a 1, remember?
I know, and I died for it.
I know, that's why I said you guys switch dice.
I'm a little busy.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even near my character sheet right now, Sean.
Okay.
Alright.
She got a baby.
So, no, you don't detect any sort of magic on it. But even then, you're like, I can't tell. My brain not working. That's what you sit there and tell everyone.
Brain no be working.
Brain's like,
Okay.
I can't tell.
Fuck, let me stay here.
Okay.
Can I try that again?
You can try again.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Please.
Okay, 18. We're good.
There we
Now
go.
you start to
Yay.
now you start to feel something coming from it.
Martin up.
This gem feels as though it is shimmering off
Oh, thank you for the follow.
a enchantment, as you could call it, that makes it feel as though if you tried to hit it, the actual force that you hit it with is rebounded back to you.
Ooh.
Okay? So, like, just nudging it with your finger, you feel like your finger just got nudged back.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Do you relay this to
Okay,
everyone
is there
else?
anybody that could detect evil in it? Stuff like that?
Yeah, I'll tell
That way
everybody what's
we can
going
find out
on.
if this is an evil thing? Well, can anybody detect if it's an evil stone or anything like that?
Oh wait, yeah, I can cast detect magic. I have Eldritch Sight. I forgot. I wasn't looking at my evocations.
Oh,
Bad
my
boy, Sean.
goodness.
Go-
I forgot I had Eldritch
Oh.
Sight. My bad.
Okay, well, detect if it's evil or not.
Okay.
Because if it's an evil thing, then we don't want anything to do with it.
Old of you to assume I don't
So
want
what
to
would
just
you
carry
roll,
an evil
Andrew?
thing around.
So for him to go and do
Exactly.
detect, for him to detect evil, he's just gonna roll a d20. Same thing that Caitlin did for rolling
Alright.
for detect magic.
Alright. That's another 15.
Okay, well, you don't necessarily feel as though there's anything evil coming off of it, but you don't feel anything that's good coming off of it either.
So it feels just
Oh, God.
like something like an enchanted object.
Just an enchanted object. It does not feel like it has any sort of evil or good auras about it.
That's suspicious.
But it has some kind of
Agreed.
defense to it.
Hmm. Is it like a? What is it? Like a mirrored spell or whatever? Like whatever you do to it is gonna do to you, kind of thing.
Sorta. Something you could describe it as that, yes.
Okay.
Hey, Caitlin, throw it and see if it comes back to you.
You throw it.
All right,
I'm not
hand it to
throwing
me.
it.
I'll throw it and see if it comes back to me. I want to see if
give
it
it
comes
to him.
back.
I give it to him.
Okay. You hand it over to him.
All right. All right, and I'm gonna throw it towards Sean to see if it comes back to me or if Sean can catch it. Not a heavy throw, just like
Alright.
here. See if you can catch this or if it comes back.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going try to catch it.
Because it's got a resistance to it. I want to see if it comes back or if it's okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll for a d20 then. For strength.
Me or Demi?
Demi.
For me,
Okay.
yeah.
Because he's the one actually throwing it.
I got a 19.
Holy shit. Okay, you throw it with all of your might and muster towards Sean's character.
But no, he said he was throwing it lightly.
Okay.
Like a light toss.
I told you how I was throwing it.
Okay, fair enough.
Like a here catch. That just means that my 19 means it's a positive throw. It doesn't go off
Yeah.
to a side or
Okay,
some
fair
weird
enough.
shit. It goes right to Sean.
Fair enough, okay.
If it goes, it doesn't come back to me.
So, it does leave the palm of your hand, but before it touches Sean,
Okay.
an effect rebounds off of Sean's character and forces the gem to come hurtling back to you. In the same force that you threw it towards
Okay.
Sean.
Okay. Now do I have to roll to see if I catch it?
Yes, please.
Oh shit! I rolled a 1. Thanks, Kate.
it hits you right in the chest, and you feel it hit you, and where the way that it hits you actually is how can I describe this? I gotta go.
Do I become one with the stone?
Oh my god.
No,
I
what?
was hoping that you would have it hit his forehead, but this is good too.
So what ends up happening is
I know.
that
I was waiting for that too. I thought he was going to hit me in the head.
what ends up happening is that it hits you dead center in the chest, and then it just drops into your palm. Do you have like your
Okay.
palm like below, like as though you're trying to catch it, but in actuality you don't catch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I had my hands up, kind of like a catcher. You
Okay.
know, so I figured it
Hey,
was
wait,
like
I
a
have a question.
shortstop error went right through my hand.
Yep. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Kate.
How big is this stone? Like a baseball size, smaller? Like
It's
how big,
about
like
this-
a golf ball.
Yeah, it's about the size of a golf ball.
Okay.
Okay. It's about the size of a golf ball. As soon as it rebounds back and hits Demi, it ends up causing a force to his hand, going like, ow, that... Well, I said force to his chest initially, but I'm based off of how you say that you're trying to catch it. It causes a force to your hand,
Right.
and your hand feels as though, oh my god, my bone's about to break at that point. Because
Okay, so it hit my hand really hard.
it hit your hand really hard, even though it hit it with the same amount of force that you threw it initially. Okay.
Okay.
So it has some kind of
Interesting.
multiplier.
All right, guys. Any ideas? Because my character doesn't have any ideas about magic and stuff like that. So
Does he lose any hit points, or does it just
No.
hurt?
It just hurts in terms of a feeling where he's like, ow, that hurts on return.
Okay.
I mean, you guys all observed everything, so you all know what happened. So, I mean, between you and Sean would be the best two to pretty much be able to analyze what might it be.
Now, Thomas, is your character magic based or no?
He's a sorcerer, so yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am sorcerer. I'm magic based. I'm a little busy though.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of doing real life stuff, so I'm a little busy.
Gotcha. Okay. So do you two have any idea?
Well, if it hit, if just like tossing it caused it to head boomerang back to him.
I think you cut out there, Sean.
Yeah, throw it hard. It clearly has some kind of.
Would I know it?
Did it
Or
have-
would I, like...
Did it have any effect
I'm
on
gonna
Sean?
go, guys. I'm a little busy.
Okay.
Are you serious?
I don't know what happened to her.
He had to.
Sorry.
Do more things.
He.
I mean, I
Did it have any effect on Sean?
As far as like when it got rebounded from him.
Yeah. Like, did it push him backwards or anything like that?
Nope.
Are there any symbols on it?
No. It's completely translucent to the point where you only see the green hue that's inside of it. To give you guys a little bit of perspective, if you guys are watching my stream perspective,
What?
which what I'll just go ahead and do is...
Oh, okay. I see. Can I roll for a history check? See if I know what it is.
I don't think it would help you much, but if you want to try, then you are more than welcome to.
I mean, would I know what it is?
Not under initial glance, but maybe if you were to be like, oh wait, this looks a little bit familiar. So yeah, it would be a history check you would have to do.
I'll do a history check.
If you guys take a look inside of
13.
the Andrews if you guys take a look inside of the channel, that's what it actually looks like.
I rolled 13.
13?
Yeah.
You can vaguely recognize it as though you have seen it washed up onto the shore of Waterdeep, as though it is something that has come from the ocean deep itself. But you can't really remember it for any other purpose that you remember from experience.
Okay, I just know that it came from the ocean.
Yes, you know that this type of gemstone has come from the ocean.
Okay, I let everybody know that, and that's the only thing I can, like, think of that this is from.
Okay.
All right. Well, Sean, put it in your bag since you grabbed it first. Oh wait, no, I have it. Shit. All right. You guys want me to hold on to it,
Okay.
or one of you guys want to hold on to it?
I'll hold
I
it.
want to try
We
it, actually.
get going.
Okay, yeah, let him try it.
Okay.
Alright.
No acid.
I'm not. I don't have acid. Well, technically, I have acid, but it's not as...
I'm sorry, Sean. I'm gonna run with that the whole damn time.
Alright, so I'm going to take the stone, and I'm going to... are there any trees nearby?
There's not too many bush life or tree life that you can see around you, but you do see the occasional like skinny tree that's popping up from the ground. Nothing that's like a hard like oak tree or anything like that.
Alright, so I'm going to take the stone, and I'm going to chuck it at the nearest tree, like actually throw it, and if it bounces back at me, I'm gonna try to dodge it, see what happens.
Okay.
Here we go.
Roll for strength.
Alright. Strength isn't actually that bad. That is a nat 20 plus 4, that's a 24.
Damn.
Nice.
That's a strong ass throw.
You chuck it towards the closest tree, which is just a flimsy little tree. As soon as it comes within a centimeter of that tree, it rebounds itself back to you.
Alright, I'm gonna try to dodge out of the way of it.
Okay?
So do I roll for that?
Yes, you will have to roll for that.
It's probably a dexterity check, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, acrobatics, right?
Acrobatics. Alright. Alright, that's another nat 20 plus 3.
Oh my
Fuck Dan,
god.
Sean.
I can show you the roll if you want me to.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Give me just a second
That's
here.
straight 23 to dodge.
Okay. So as the gem is hurtling back to you, you roll out of the way, and the gemstones fly past you. Now, who is right behind you, if anyone is?
I don't think
No one?
anyone's really behind.
Okay.
We were like standing in the circle.
Yeah, we were kind of like, yeah, like in a half circle kind of thing.
Okay. As soon as it passes you, it drops to the ground. Because it's missed its target.
Interesting. So it
Alright,
didn't
I'm
even,
gonna-
it didn't touch the tree at all.
No, it did not. It got a centimeter close to the tree, but then rebounded itself back to Sean.
But it did not hit the tree.
No, it did not.
So weird.
And put it in my pouch.
Okay.
Put it in the bag.
Okay.
So, just mysterious magnetic stone. Some like magic stone.
Heck, you could call it that if you wanted to, but that's a you decision. Okay. Now there is one thing that I have yet to actually tell you guys that you found based off of your actual roll that you did earlier. And it is inside of one of the tents, you find this steel-looking box. It doesn't look too big. It looks like the size of a box, well, in comparison to modern references. It looks like the size of a box that would contain like a ring or a...
Are there any runes on it?
There is no runes on it, but there are scorch marks that are on it. But there is also a lock on it as well. MC, thank you for the biddies.
Alright. I'm going to use my Eldritch Sight to cast Detect Magic on it. So I'll roll a d20.
Yep, go ahead.
That is a 17.
Ooh, nice detection. That is good. So, upon rolling, you then discover that the box itself has two things on it. There is an enchantment that forces the use of a key. If you try to lockpick it, it will go ahead and pretty much break the lockpick instantly. Okay?
Are there any places that a key would like obviously be like a nearby like pile of ash?
Not from what you can tell. Not from initial glance, that is. But then the other type of spell that you can feel that's coming from it is the same type of rebound spell that is on the gem.
Alright, I'm gonna take out the gem.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put the gem, like place the gem near this box, see what happens.
The gem starts to glow.
Oh.
As though it's feeling the presence of something.
Alright, I'm gonna put the gem like near the keyhole of the lock. Like almost touching it.
The gem magnetically enters into the slot of the lock itself.
Does it open?
The lock does open.
Oh. Alright, so I guess the stone is gone now.
No, the stone is still inside of the lock. It's just that the lock has now allowed it to open itself up.
I'm gonna take off the lock on the box. And then
Okay.
open it.
You put the lock off to the side after taking the lock off. And you said you start to open the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you open up the box, you take a look inside, and there is just a single scroll inside of it.
Alright, I'm going to cast Detect Magic again.
There is no magic on this scroll.
Alright, I'm going to open the scroll.
As you open up the scroll and start to read it, what is your... Let me check your character real quick. I totally forgot what your languages your character has.
Common, Abyssal, Draconic, Elvish, and Primordial.
Okay. You are able to read it. It is in the Draconian script, or Draconic script. Okay?
I can't read it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So what does it say?
As you start to read it, you end up seeing that it is telling as though there is a prophecy that is to fulfill.
Prophecy.
Oh, ancient prophecy scroll.
Yes.
Any other details on it? Or is it just like...
The actual wording of the scroll itself... I'm going to reference this just for a moment because it's the closest thing I can think of. The prophecy itself is worded as though Yoda is the one saying it. Okay?
So it's ass backwards.
Pretty much.
But it's backwards, but it's not backwards in a way that I can't understand it.
Correct. You can still understand it, but it is written in a way where you have to think about it a little bit.
The words are all jumbled.
Pretty much.
But I do understand what it's saying.
Yes. However, if I tried to explain it to the audience right now, it would just sound like a jumbled mess.
All right. So what are the details of this prophecy, if there are any?
So from what you can infer about it, since I believe that you're the only one of the actual group that can read Draconic.
I think so.
I think
Thomas can too, but he's not here right now.
Yeah, he's out of the room at the moment.
I got Undercommon.
Yeah, that's not Draconic though.
Draconic.
Yeah.
Damn.
Unfortunately. Oh well. So, from what you can read off of the scroll, you can tell that a group of 4 will meet a fate to vanquish the soul of one who wants to cause harm. This is mostly, from what you can gather, you're like, okay, this is mostly referring to us.
All right, so it's typical cryptic kind of prophecy shit.
Correct.
All right. I'm going to take the scroll and put it in my bag.
Okay. Do you tell everyone else what's on the scroll, or are you just gonna leave it alone?
I do indeed tell them what's on the scroll.
Okay.
It's basically a prophecy about 4 people vanquishing some evil.
Yeah, but currently you can't really read much else off of it, as there's not much to go off
Does it
of.
specify what kind of evil?
No, it does not.
It is not. It's just bad guy.
Bad guy, 4 good guys.
It's like I'm literally going to explain it. It's typical like ancient prophecy, 4 chosen
nice
ones,
and
one
vague.
really evil dude. Prophecy, typical prophecy shit.
Yeah,
Pretty
nice
much.
and vague.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice and vague.
Seven samurai type thing.
something like that.
Seven
Yeah.
samurai kind of thing. Okay.
All right, I guess we can move on then.
Yes, we can. Okay. So as you make your way further down the path, you start to see the gates of Daggerford.
All right.
So Daggerford, if you guys don't know, it's actually a very poverty-driven, you could call it, estate.
Well, yeah, there's only a population of 1,200 people.
Something like that, yeah. There is, of course, one actual
So it's
lord.
like a farming community.
Something like it's not really a farming community, but you can tell that the actual fort, the actual Daggerford itself, from what you can see, if you just go ahead and go over to where it says there, Dad.
Right.
Okay. The actual Daggerford area, there is a tannery that's right outside of it, and then of course there is the actual roads that go and connect into it. You come in from the north road, or north entrance gate, and you kind of get the impression that this area, or this town, as you would call it, let's see here, you first enter into where the stables are. And the stables are really kind of like the main focal point of the town, seeing as how it's their actual main form of business.
The stables. So we're coming in over by Fields Lane.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's through the gate called the Farmer's Gate, pretty much, where number 11 is, if you see it on the map.
Yes, number 11. Okay.
Okay, and then the stables is number 24, as it's the largest building that's inside of the center of the actual map, or center of the city, village, or town, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
As you see that there are at least like 4 dozen people that are crowded amongst the actual stable itself. About half of them look like they are working inside of the stables, and the other half are looking like they're people that are just going back and forth between the stables and other parts of the city itself, or other parts of the village.
All
Okay.
right. Does anyone like see us like entering this village?
They do, but they don't necessarily take notice of you, as they're not really concerned about any sort of threats that could harm them at this point.
Right. Okay. Is this where we had to go? This is where we were supposed to.
Well,
Or are we just
at this
walking
point,
through?
at this point, you guys have just walked into here, and it's about midday, and your guys are like, we're supposed to be meeting someone here.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, we're supposed to meet somebody.
So, I guess what I'll do is I'll go to
Like as soon as we go to the gate, I'm gonna go to 15, which is the Happy Cow Tavern.
The Happy Cow Tavern.
Yes, I'll go in. Is it empty, full? Lots of people?
You see some people scattered around the actual tavern itself. Of course, you see a barkeep behind the actual bar rail. And then you see a couple people dotted around the actual tavern, and nothing else really catches your eye.
Okay, I'll go up to the barkeep. It's about midday, so I'll get an ale and some food.
Okay. He
And
brings
take
the
my
barkeep
seat.
brings over some ale in about a mug size, and then he brings over some stew that he has sitting inside of the back, and he leaves you to it.
Are there any like shops around? I can't pull the map up. so
Oh yeah, I
like,
should go and
shops
send it over to you. So give me just a second here.
Yeah, I don't see the map either, Andrew. Last thing I got was the description of the jewels or the stone.
Here, I'll send it to him. Andrew. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Not that I send it over to him, but oh well.
So are there like any shops that I can just see?
There are a couple shops that you can see, but I'm gonna send it over to you right now so that way you can pull it up for yourself.
All right.
Okay.
Did you get it, Denny?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
All right. So this is the map where we are right now. In
Yep.
Daggerford?
You're just gonna take a
Yeah,
look at the.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We came in at 11, which is the left side, and I'm at 15.
Okay.
And I'm just drinking my ale and eating my stew.
Okay.
All right. What's the nearest shop to us?
The marketplace down below.
You could go to the marketplace, or if I recall correctly, those are all
Like, are
residences.
there any like weapon shops around?
There is a
Like
smithy that is down the actual alleyway that you can see. There is a sign that jots out on the map. It is building number 12. There's a sign that that jots out as though it's the sign of an anvil.
All right.
Are you gonna head down there?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you enter into the shop, I gotta go ahead and get out the actual character description here because I forget which character I have for this one. Who do I have for this one? This is... Oh, I remember this character. Okay. So as you walk in, you see this gold-skinned elf that is behind the counter. She also looks like this is also a female. And you can also see that she does have a little bit of some soot on her because she, of course, has been working with metals all day. She sees you walk in, and she's like, "How may I help you, sir?"
any like outward reaction to my appearance because I'm not wearing my hood?
She at first scoffs a little bit, but then she's like, "Oh wait, customer."
That's a good sign.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask her if she sells any magic items.
Magic items are a forte of mine, but they are few and far in between, and they are pretty pricey.
Like what? You have.
Well, as you can see, I got a few different swords that are of value, you could call them, but they are not really, they're not really that powerful for any adventurer, such as yourself, I would presume.
All right. Any like enchanted armor?
Unfortunately, I do not have the ability for armor. That would be something you would have to go over to the armorer's shop. That's just on the opposite side of town.
I'm going to thank her and walk out of the shop.
Okay. So you leave the shop.
Was there any information we had on like who we were here to meet? I forget.
Yeah, we have to meet somebody. I don't remember where. Let me see. Where is it?
To be honest, I should have been the one to go in and make some notes before actually getting started with the actual game today, so partially my fault, but oh well.
Please meet me in the Lords of Waterdeep and... Oh wait, no, that's different.
That's the letter that you
I don't
received
know
from
that.
her.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Just a moment here. I love how I'm the DM and I don't even remember what part of the storyline I did here. You okay there, Dad?
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta get ready to go watch my game. It's game time, so.
Really?
Just put me in. Yeah, I'm gonna watch some football. That's what I've been waiting for all weekend. So put me in. I am going to go to. Where is it? I saw where I wanted to go. I'm gonna go to number 16 and get my clothes taken care of. It's, I assume, decorated man would be, to have my clothes repaired and things of that nature.
Okay. So before I have you go, then
And,
I'll have you have the interaction with that character or the NPC in that area. Give me just a moment here.
Okay.
So as you walk in, you see this slightly older male who is sitting ever so patiently, as though he's starting to fall asleep behind the counter.
Okay. You said this is midday, right?
Yes, this is midday, and the reason that he's doing this is because he doesn't
Okay.
have much work to do at the moment.
Right. I kind of figured that. By the way you described the town. So I go in and I say, "Good afternoon, sir."
Good afternoon. How may I assist you today?
I am in very much of some repairs to my garments I'm wearing here. I understand that you do sewing and cleaning and so forth.
Yes, I do. It is a rather mild commodity, but I do my best to go ahead and make it worth your while.
Okay, well, I have some older garments that need to be repaired before I go forth on my way. How I pull out some coats and things that I have in my bag. Ask him how long it would take to sew up some of these things.
He takes a look at the garments and mildly observes them. Yeah, I'd give or take until the next morn, and I should have it all sewed and finally done for you.
Okay, I shall return in the morning to give it, and I will head to number 9 to go get a shave,
Number 9.
because that's the clean chin.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna head all the way over there. Okay.
Well, I figure we got all day to spare. She's in drinking. Sean's character's getting his stuff fixed, so
Gotcha,
I figured I'll get
gotcha.
some clothes repaired and go get a nice shave. Maybe I'm assuming also they probably would have a bath.
Potentially. Is what I'll say about
Okay,
that.
so I'll go over there and have myself taken care of, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So, all right. So we'll leave it at that, and you guys carry on. I gotta go
Yeah.
catch my game here.
Okay.
All right, I catch you guys later.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Right. Oh, that was quick.
Why is everybody leaving?
I don't know. Thomas is having issues, I'm guessing, IRL, and then, of course, Dad, that wants to be watching football instead of D&D.
So, I rolled a 7 for my ale because I just finished everything.
You're not shit-faced drunk, I'll tell you that. But you are
Okay.
getting there. You're getting a little tipsy already.
I pay for my food. How much would it be?
It's about 2 silver.
Okay. I put the 2 silver
Okay.
down on the table, and I'm gonna leave. And let me see what we have over here. Looking. I'm gonna go to where is it? Number 3. I'm gonna go to the smithy.
Ah, you're going to go over to Chromox Smithy. Okay.
Yes. Nah, I'm just walking in, looking at stuff.
Okay. So as you walk in, you see this slightly younger female. Human, of course.
Okay.
She looks as though her hair is cropped and curled, a bit of a gray in terms of the tone, and then her eyes are green in color. She has this almost a reddish silk skin. Okay, so she is a little bit of a darker skin tone. She stands close to 6 feet tall, so I think she's a little bit taller than you then.
Let me see. I am 6 feet tall.
Okay, well she's at eye level to you though.
Okay.
She sees you walk in. She's
okay.
immediately like, hello, how may I help you today? She also rubs her hands ever so calmly, trying to see if you're looking to browse her wares.
Yes, I am coming in to look and see what you've got. I have a long journey ahead, so I'm trying to get all my things in order.
Ah, what type of journey, if I may ask?
At the current moment, I'm not really sure, but it seems to be a big one.
Okay. Very well. There are a wide variety of weapons that I have here that would be of very varied use to an adventurer such as yourself.
All right, let's see. As of right now, I'm kind of looking into. I pull out my longsword and set it on the table and see if she has anything better than what I have right now.
She takes a look at it and she tries to go and rub her fingers along it to see how dull it is in comparison. Doesn't make a cut on her skin, but she is able to tell that the blade is sharp. finely crafted, but it is a little bit on the older side, but that shouldn't be too much of a deal. How long have you had this weapon for?
Oh, jeez. Well, it was my father's.
Ah, so it's an heirloom.
Yeah.
I suppose you wouldn't be willing to trade this, correct?
No.
But something of equal value or even purpose?
Yeah, it's just something, just in case I get this one damaged.
Let me see. She takes a look in her back storage. She also has your sword still, so that way she can compare it. She takes a look back into her back storage. A couple minutes go by as she's browsing through all the weapons that she has on storage. She comes back out with another sword, similar to yours, but has a different hilt to it. Try this weapon on for size.
Okay, I pick it up.
Okay. You pick up the sword. It feels slightly lighter than yours, even though that the hilt is larger.
I like it. It's light. How much are you offering?
I'd say, since that one also has a slight enchantment on it, I'd say it would be somewhere in the range of about 16 gold pieces.
What's the enchantment?
The enchantment is that it can cause a paralyzing effect to its target. Causing a slash will go ahead and force the actual victim to go into a paralysis that will last for about 20 seconds.
Okay, I'll take it.
Very well. She opens
get
up.
the-
Are there any?
Okay. Go ahead.
Sorry.
I was just saying I was handing the gold over.
Okay.
Okay.
She takes the
Are
gold.
there any magic shops around? One proficient in enchantments, not as much weapons.
Let me take a look at the list here because. Not really, from what I can see on the list here, but. So, in terms of map, Sean, where would you say you are closest to?
Well, I just left the elves,
The Jaredon's smithy.
elves, yeah.
Okay. Well, the closest type of magic shop is actually more of a residence. It
Alright.
is that number 33, which is the Iron Eater residence.
Alright. I'm going to go to them then.
Okay. You do see that there is a sign that's out front, and it does resemble that of a. How could I describe it? It resembles that of a star, as you could call it. But at the same time, doesn't look like a star.
I'm going to enter.
Okay. As you enter the residence, you enter this little foyer area. And someone comes around the corner and they're like, "Ah, how may I help you today?"
I'm looking to improve my weapon, and I'm going to summon my packed weapon in the form of the Morning Star.
Ah, magical weapons are definitely a forte of mine. Let's see here. She takes a closer look at the weapon, making sure that it is genuine in terms of magic. Would this weapon be granted to you by, I don't know, by a pact that you created?
Yes.
What pact would that be?
Pact of the Blade.
That does not do me any good. What pact in terms of the person that you made the pact with?
Yes. The Fiend.
Ah, the Fiend, otherwise known as the Fiend Vulgar. Ah,
Yes.
he's quite a powerful one. But then again, he is also quite troublesome as well. Yeah. We'll definitely have to commune with him a little bit, but I should be able to
Looking to
help with something.
add to my weapon's power while also keeping the ability to change the weapon.
Ah, very good. I can understand.
Is that sword a great sword or a long sword?
Yours?
Yes.
It's the same type of sword that you have. It's just
Okay,
that it has that
sword.
magical effect with paralysis on it.
Okay.
Okay. So, Sean, she then takes a look. She sets it on the table with her hands off to the side. And then she puts, with her other hand, a little bit of powder inside of a jug that's sitting next to the actual morning star at this point. In the jug, she sparks a fire, and the fire goes blue, then turns into purple flame. And then you hear the voice of the fiend. What is it that you want from me now? Is what he says. He's
wish
not
to
talking to
increase the
you.
power. Okay.
He's talking to the actual person that summoned him, which is, in this case, Lady Iron Eater.
You've spoken to my patron before?
Yes, I have. You are not the only one that has chosen the pact of the fiend. So, fortunately for you, I have had to do this multiple of times. It seems like someone who you have a pact with has requested my aid to improve their weapon. Would you permit me to do so? I suppose, if you plan on doing the same as you did prior, but nothing too reckless with the weapon. Promise. The fire then disappears, turning back into its original blue flame that it was. And she then tells you, what type of magic would you be interested in having on this? I can do 3 different types. One type would be causing a blood fallen effect, where there's someone who would be strucken by this weapon. Not only would they be dealt damage according to that, but you would also be healed from that same amount of damage. The second effect is that it would cause, you could call it a bit of a cinder in their heart. Causes their heart to go on fire as soon as it lays impact to them. And it causes them to go almost into a beating rage, as you could say, which forces them to go ahead and attack their allies, if any. If they don't have any allies, then they will force their rage onto you, the attacker. The third effect is that of one I find to be more simple, and one that is more beneficial to you fiend packs. This one, by chance, is more to do with... Let me think here. It is quite on the contrary of forcing thy enemy to suffer from a poisonous effect. One that I think would be quite beneficial for you.
How much do you charge for each enchantment?
An enchantment will cost you about 100 gold.
Would it be possible to use 2 of these enchantments?
Ooh, that is rather tricky to do, but at that point I would be able to provide you a slight discount, if you would refer to it as. I would be able to do it for 175.
That sounds reasonable. I will take the first one you mentioned and the third one.
Ah, the poison and the bleed. Blood fallen. Perfect. Give me just about 10 minutes and I shall have it ready for you.
I'm going to take out the 170, she said?
175.
Alright.
Okay.
Coming back to me, I'm going to go from the smithy over to the herbs and ointments shop, number 40.
Okay.
I'm just slowly
Okay,
walking.
so the enchantments were called Blood Fallen, and what was the second one?
The second one was called Poison Dagger. That's the actual name for it. She just described it as though it gives a poisonous effect.
All right. And minus 175. Pull up Cockablader.
All right. So I go into the herbs and ointment store.
Yes, so as soon as you enter the herbs and ointment store, let me go ahead and pull up the character details for that person. I think it's this one. You see that behind the actual counter, you see this half-elf. That's what's your character's age again?
My tiefling bard is about 35.
So this half-elf looked to be quite younger than you, actually. And they look to be a little bit shorter than you as well. They see you
Okay.
approach in, they're like, "Oh, hello, traveler. How may I help you?" They say in a slightly nervous tone.
Well, I was just coming in. I know that it's only herbs and ointments, but I was wondering if you happen to have any healing objects.
I do have some various different objects of healing healing properties. What type of healing are you looking for?
Mainly heals for large fights.
Large fights. So you would be wanting more of something similar to a greater healing.
Yes.
That is not solely out of my range of possibility, but definitely it is something that I could help you with. Now, I do see. Let's see here. He then peruses through a drawer that he has sitting behind the counter, and he's like, He brings out 3 potions. All 3 are a crystal blue color.
Okay.
These are some great potions that I had just brewed up just yesterday. Their effects are rather potent, you could call them.
Okay. How fast is the effect?
Almost rather instantly, to be honest with you.
And you only have 3?
Yes, only 3, unfortunately, as they are very expensive to make, and they take a lot of herbs, and they do take a little bit of magic that I do have some experience with. But unfortunately, it is most that I can be able to muster for this type of situation.
Yeah, I offer you 15 gold for all 3.
I would be able to accept it upon for 25 gold.
How about 20? I have a big mission coming up. I really need it.
I suppose. However, I do have a slight confession that I must make. You are by chance a tiefling, would you not?
Yes.
And tieflings are rather similar to demons or devils, correct?
I guess you could say that.
This is going to be slightly awkward for me to say, but could I have just a small vial of your blood?
Well, then we're definitely going to have to break it down to 15 gold then.
What about for 16?
16 gold? Well, let me ask, what do you need my blood for?
It's a rather more of a fascination of mine, as I do not, please do not share this amongst your companions or anyone else, but I do have a rather fond fascination and desire to sometimes drink it.
Drink it, you say?
Yes. it's only a slight addiction. I only ask those who are of a demonic or devilish urge, you could call it. Or being, that is.
Alright, how about I give you 2 vials for 14 pieces of gold?
That is a deal then.
Alrighty.
He hands over the vials hands over the vials that are almost like a cylindrical tube. And he also provides you with a dagger that you can use to go and draw the blood with.
Okay, I do it.
It does not cause any bodily harm to you in terms of physical damage, but you do fill the vials rather quickly, to be honest. And with your innate healing properties, it does go and seal it up rather quickly. Okay. Seal up the blood spots, that is.
I give him the 14 gold and the full vials and take my potions and go.
Ah, thank you very much. You have a wonderful day. He says with almost a creepy smile.
What's the name of that guy?
His name is, my name would happen to be Gravnel.
Gravnel. Okay.
I know, he's kind of a weird dude, but that's just one of his fascinations. You just happen to have gotten him on that fascination because you are part devil.
How do you spell that?
The way it is spelled, I kind of pronounced it incorrectly, but it just... I just sent it over as DM. Okay.
Okay. And after I give that creepy guy my blood, I shall go hang. I'm gonna go where. What would you say is one of the places that have quite a bit of people?
That is a rather tough one, but I try to avoid the stable as best I can, even though it is just right outside my door. But definitely, if you were to go into the clothing cottage, the Gubbins store, he'll be able to assist you, and he does have quite a few people in there from time to time.
I'll go to the stables and see what's going on over there.
Very well, and thank you very much. As you walk out the door, he says it creepily again.
Okay. I go to the stables, and then when I get there, I don't go up to the shopkeep or anybody. I stand in the corner and just listen to the conversations that unfold.
Okay, not a problem. I guess right now we'll go ahead and divert back over to Sean's character.
That's fine.
Okay, Sean?
Yep.
Your character is just sitting outside of the Ironheart residence, correct? Or Iron Eater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're still working on those enchantments for you. Are you going to do anything while they are working on that? They did say it would only take them about 10 minutes, but so at this point it could have just been that long.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back inside, see if they finished.
Okay. As you walk back inside, she is ever so gently walking back up to the door, and she's like, "Ah, you are just in time. I just finished the enchantments that being added to your weapon, and they are quite resourceful, you could call them. There you go."
I think I will take the weapon back and then banish it.
Okay. It disappears out of your hand, and you do hear a slight word coming from your pact, from the fiend. After you had sent it back, you would be like, "You are some sadistic adventurer." That's all you're
I'm
gonna say in
going
response?
yes. I'm a walking snake person. I'm not gonna. Wouldn't really make sense to be nice and angelic and loving.
Fair enough. So at this point in time, I'm saying this to all of you, both of you, because at this point in time, it is now starting to hit nightfall. The gates are slowly going to close up, so that way, of course, nothing actually comes in at night. Even though there is a
And
moat
no
around.
one can leave.
Correct. Now, the only place that you guys could really stay at. Let me see here. Where is it?
The Silver Flood Inn, number 22.
Yes, that would be correct. Actually.
Okay. Is there a tavern under it or near it?
22. Where would that be? I think number 6 is a tavern. No, number 6 is the actual constable's office. You definitely don't want to be there.
Oh, number 24. Where's 24? Oh, 24 is not next to it.
That's a civvy. I really should have taken a closer look at this earlier. But oh well.
Oh, we could go to 31 Dagger Trust Ales. Is that a tavern or no?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Before we head to the inn, I'm gonna go over to the tavern.
Okay. You walk into the tavern, and you do see that it is getting quite busy in there, actually. Where there's at least a good, 20 to 30 people that are slowly filling it up as you walk on in.
Good. I'll sit at the... Is there stools at the bar?
There is stools at the bar, and there's only one spot left at the bar.
Okay, well, I'll take that last seat.
Okay. So as you sit down... Go ahead.
I'm also gonna head to where Caitlin is.
Okay.
I just asked the barkeep for an ale and if he's heard any drastic things happening around the area.
Drastic? Well, that's a little bit of an understatement. But yes,
so?
there has been a few things that have happened as of recent. I heard about the incident that happened over at Waterdeep a couple weeks back. We had a similar incident happen as well. Not of the same nature, but definitely of a similar incident.
Care to elaborate?
Well, it was as simple as there was the dark and ominous clouds that were crowded above our actual city. It was quite hard to actually see it when I went outside. However, I did not know what much was going on, but from what I heard from the local nobles is that there was apparently a figure that appeared up at the doorstep to the actual hold on one second. Doorstep over to the ducal castle.
And who usually stays at the castle?
Oh, that would be the Lord of Daggerford.
Okay. Anything else happen unusual?
Unfortunately, none that would go ahead and be of use to me, as I'm just a local barkeep, or at least one of the few.
Okay. Just trying to see what's going on around here.
Yeah, very well.
I drink my ale.
Okay.
Alright, so do I arrive at the tavern?
Yes, you do arrive at the tavern.
Alright, I'm going to walk in, see if there are any tables open.
You do see that there is a table open that doesn't have anyone sitting at it, and you do see Caitlin's character sitting at the bar rail.
I'm going to look around the bar, see who's in here.
Okay.
If there's any people that might have any information.
No one seems to be too open for discussion if you approach them. As if anyone comes near, as if when you go by someone, they kind of bottle up and get a little bit quiet.
Are they afraid of me?
It also doesn't help that you have your hood down.
Oh, well, to appease well, I quote unquote try to appease them, I take my hood down.
That's what they were afraid of because they could see see that you were a Wanti.
I'm going to sit down at the table.
Okay. As you sit
there
down at the
any,
table, the barkeep comes over and asks, "What shall you be having today, sir?"
I will. What do you have?
We got the general ales and meads of your variety. We even have our house special ale, which is the Black Horse Ale. But, whatever you fancy.
How special?
Oh, it's quite potent. I will tell you that right now.
I'm also going to ask him. I'm looking for some information about something. Who would I ask in this town?
Regarding what exactly?
There's, I guess you would call it an encampment, not far from here. It was destroyed. I want to know by what.
You may want to be talking to the guard captain, as he would know anything anything that would happen around the actual area itself.
Thank you.
The guard captain, by the way, is over inside of the barracks, and unfortunately the barracks are closed at the moment, and they won't have their open hours until tomorrow morning.
Thank you for the information.
Not a problem. They walk away, and in about 2 to 3 minutes' time, they come back, and they bring you over the Black Horse Ale. Here, this is on the house. The actual head barkeep said to go and let you try it on the house from us.
Any reason?
Nope, they just said that to throw it on the house.
They're scared of you.
Thank you.
Very, very, very well. They walk away, and they leave you alone to do your discord amongst your own devices.
So I rolled for my ale, and I rolled a 1.
Holy shit, Kate! God damn.
I'm fucked up, huh?
Yeah, as soon as you drink just a little bit of the ale, you're already like, ugh, fuck, what the fuck did I just drink? You start talking in a voice there, it doesn't match your own. You're like, what the fuck did I just drink?
Alright.
I rolled for my ale. I got a 15.
It's pretty potent to you. You're like, oh, damn, that's they weren't kidding. That's definitely a strong taste, but it's not hitting me yet.
To look around the bar, see if anyone's, looking like they're gonna cause me trouble, or if they're just all scared as shit looking at me.
You can see
I'm
that
over here. Wait, hang on. I'm over here. I'm gone. Like, I am fucking drunk. And I turn around and I see him at his table. And I'm like, hey, I know you. And I point at him. And I'm like, we're on an adventure.
Ladies and gentlemen that are watching on stream, this is how D&D goes.
Put my head in my hand like, dear God, this thing can't hold its liquor.
Only a little
You
bit.
gotta realize though, this is like my 3rd ale in like the past 3
I think it's your second.
2 days. No, today is my 2nd, but I also had one before we left.
Oh, that first one that you had, that wore off, so I'm not worried about that.
So I try and get up and walk towards him.
Okay. You get up and you stumble a little bit as you're walking across the actual floor. You bump into the occasional person, but they don't pay attention because they're also drunk off their asses going like, man, fuck you.
I sit at his table.
Okay.
I'm still gonna be looking around for, are there any specific like suspicious characters other than me?
Well, other than you, that's a no.
Okay. Anyone giving me like a mean mug or some shit? Like
Not really.
I don't know why, but I feel like starting a bar fight. Like anyone looking at me funny.
No, you don't really see anyone that's looking at you in any sort of way. Of course, you see Caitlin's character, but that's about it.
Well, yeah, she's sitting in front of me.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Did I bring my drink with me? I hope
Yes, you did.
so.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
When you had left, you pretty much grabbed your drink beforehand.
Okay, I rolled a 9.
Why are
Aww.
you rolling so low?
I don't know.
Your character's like, oh, that was still strong, but surprisingly, it's not making it any better for me. All right.
I'm just gonna chug. I'm chugging it.
Oh, you're gonna chug it?
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
Hang on. Where's my fucking roll box? I have a giant box that I'm rolling in now.
Okay. I want to see what you actually roll for this.
Fuck.
What did you roll?
A 4.
You
Stop rolling.
gotta be kidding me.
Uh,
Well then, with you rolling a 4 for seeing if you get shit-faced drunk, you end up passing out instead. Or blacking out.
Damn it. I'm blacking out. Okay. Then if I'm blacking out, I'm dancing on tables.
Okay. To each their own.
Courtney's over here shaking her head, yes.
Oh.
To finish my ale and then go to an inn.
Okay.
You're just gonna leave me there.
Are you gonna...
You may be my... I may be your companion, but I'm gonna let you do your stupid shit.
Okay.
Did I get cut off? Did the barkeep cut me off?
Just a little bit. As soon as you blacked out, the barkeep was like, no, you're not doing any more, dude. You've already lost
God
it.
damn it.
You've already lost it. And that wasn't even the Black Horse sale. God damn.
So where's the inn nearest the guard barracks?
That would be at number 22.
Number
Yeah, or like right above us.
Pretty much.
Alright. I'm gonna head there then.
You stumble your way over there. You didn't really have any troubles getting there. You make your way inside. The actual innkeeper says, "Oh, great, another drunken adventurer. How can I help you?"
I mean, I'm not really drunk. I'm slightly buzzed, but I'm not drunk.
Only slightly.
So is it still nighttime?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I'm still fucked up? Okay.
I'm gonna ask how much for a room for the night.
1 room for 2 beds is about, well, seeing as how we only have 2 beds per room, is about 2 gold pieces a night.
Thank you. I'm gonna pop the 2 gold pieces on the counter.
Okay. They drop a key right in front of you. 6, third door on the left, upstairs.
I thank him again and go up to my room.
Okay. You go up into the 2nd floor. You almost stumble a little bit, but you recover. But as you make your way onto the 2nd floor, you see the 3rd door that when you open it, you see 2 beds, nothing else that's of value or use. Of course, there's no latrine in there since this is, of course, not modern times, as you would call it.
Alright.
Be off the balcony.
Yep. You do see that there is a slight doorway, you could call it, that is pretty much almost at level to your height. That's allow you to go onto a small balcony that overlooks the actual road in front of the inn. So.
Alright, before I take my long rest, I'm going to summon packed weapon in the form of a great sword.
Okay.
I'm going to sit on one of the beds, blade toward the floor, and have a conversation with my patron.
Through the use of your weapon, right?
Yes.
Okay. What is it you want this time?
Is there anything weird about this town?
Yeah. Aside from the occasional people that want to interrupt me when I'm doing other things, not really.
What do you suppose happened in that encampment?
Well, an obvious conclusion is that it would have been burnt. Or somewhere close to.
But even normal fire doesn't completely disintegrate bodies.
True. It could be the use of an eldritch flame that's able to disintegrate bones and such.
Similar to mine.
Similar, yes.
So could it be another warlock?
Highly unlikely.
Or perhaps a sorcerer, wizard of some kind.
To my knowledge, there wouldn't be a warlock that would be capable of doing it, but a wizard, possibly.
What do you suppose also about this prophecy?
What, the prophecy that stated the 4 adventurers will slay a great evil or something like that?
Yes. Typical prophecy.
I'd pay no mind to it. It's just referring to your party, I would presume. To be honest, I really do not pay attention to prophecies, as most of the time they either don't become true, or if they do become true, they become true in the most unnatural sense.
Well, I will speak with the guard captain in the morning, and then I will banish the weapon, ending conversation.
Okay.
And then I will take my long rest.
Okay. So you start to go to sleep. Caitlin's character, on the other hand, let's see where her character is. Well, her character is still a little bit tipsy. Roll a d20 for me by chance. See if you actually wake up from the blackout.
Okay. I rolled a 10.
Okay, you're barely coming back. You're like, wait a second. What?
If I'm
drunk.
If I'm still fucking drunk and I'm like barely there, I'm gonna run through the town and probably end up in the stables, petting the horses on their face.
But no, when you roll that 10, you start to recover, going like, what the fuck just happened? Did I do something wrong? Maybe?
That's random chat.
At this point in time, though, you do see that the tavern is starting to fan out a little bit, where there's not too many people still inside of it, and slowly but surely, people are actually leaving the tavern.
Okay.
Okay. You already can tell that Sean's character is long gone. He's nowhere inside of the tavern.
Yeah. I guess I'll just head up to the inn and take my rest.
Okay, well, you walk into the lobby of the inn, where you see the innkeeper. Oh, great. Another drunken adventurer. How can I help you?
Room for one night.
Room for one night will cost 2 gold.
Put it on the counter.
Okay. He puts a key right in front of you. Second door on the left. Up the stairs.
I don't say anything. I just keep going because I'm fucking drunk.
Yeah, I know. You walk up the stairs. I'm just going to have you roll for this just because I want to see how bad you are going up. Roll for dexterity to see how well you're going up the stairs.
Okay. Plus my dex. 15.
15? Okay.
Yeah.
You stumble a little bit, but you don't really, like, trip over yourself. You make your way up to the final step, and you're like, God damn, that was harder than I thought. You see that the second door, yep, is right there. You open it up, and you got pretty much the same type of room setup that Sean's character has. 2 beds
Okay.
on either side, and so on and so forth. Welcome on in, Haley.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll take my long rest then.
Okay. And I think with that note, I'm going to also make it so that way Dad's character is actually going to be over in the inn as well. He's going to be in a different room from all y'all. And I think I'm going to have to end the session there since we obviously don't have the other 2 with us right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Tried messaging Thomas, see if he would come back, but he hasn't responded.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're ending
well,
it there?
Yep, we're going to end it there for today.
Alright.
And I think that's going to be the end of today's stream as well. Yeah, unfortunately, Haley, you came right at the very end. So late to the party. Yes, you are. We usually try to start D&D streams at around 12 p.m., but today we kind of started a bit late, mostly because of my dad, because issues.
somebody in my stream goes, scrape the keyhole a couple times before finding the keyhole.
Well, too bad you can't do that now
That's
because you're
funny.
already in your room, but oh well.
No, yeah, that's funny though.
Yeah, that is kind of funny.
Alright. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah,
Alright, see ya.
not a problem.
Oh man. Okay, so when's the next one?
The next one will be in 2 weeks' time on the 31st. So if anyone that is currently watching our streams right now, if you are interested in finding out when the next D&D stream is, make sure to go and put it onto your calendar that our next stream is on January 31st. We will be starting at 12 p.m. CT or 10 a.m. Pacific time. If you guys want to
And
tune in
hopefully
then...
the whole group will be there.
Yeah, hopefully, because I think like 3 out of our 5 members are Pacific time, so it will be interesting regardless.
Yes.
But yeah, for those who are watching my stream perspective, I will be having the schedule for this upcoming week released in the morning, so that way you guys know what is going to be coming up for this week. And then I got some videos that I got to produce over the course of the next couple hours, and I got like 8 videos in total. Yay!
Have fun with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I kill myself now?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna end my stream. I'll see you later.
Yep, you too. Okay, but yeah, guys, we are going to end it off there today. We will be back tomorrow morning, actually, for Rocket League. That's actually going to be the first stream for this week, or this upcoming week. In terms of everything else that we got set up for the streams this week, I know we got Stardew Valley that's going to be happening on Tuesday. We're most likely going to have another Stardew Valley stream on Thursday as well. And then followed by Among Us this upcoming Saturday. And I think that's all the streams that I got planned for this upcoming week. Either way, the schedule will be found in the morning when I go ahead and update that. On that note, I will check you guys in the next stream. Have a good one, everyone. Don't forget to join the raid, everyone. We are going to go raid Glitch. If you guys want to join in for that, go and do so. I'll have the actual raid messages pop up here in just a moment.